What is going on, guys? Rannerz here. Today we're looking at controller settings, camera settings, all that sort of stuff because I get asked for a load, and I never actually did this video before, so it's my first time doing it. But you guys know the drill. Subscribe if you're new. We're gonna get 5K soon. Okay, it's gonna happen. Drop a like, comment, any questions about any of my settings. Let me know. Let me know your settings. Let me know if you have some secret settings that are actually really good. Might help other people out, you know. Anyways, so I don't even know what stuff is here. Alright, so here we go, I believe. Now, time finishing, I have it on. I did have it off, I put it back on. I don't use it, I should probably put it back off again. Like this year, the boost is really minimal. It's easier to get yellow, and red, so it's harder to get green when you time it. The interval is shorter. Really just not worth using. The only good thing about it is for free kicks and penalties you can use it. So that's the main reason I still have it on. So second defender switch icon I think is really good. I do, unlike most pros, I use L1 to switch player a good bit, especially with the right stick being a little suspect at the moment. I do use left bumper a lot. Second defender switch icon, it's just like that mini like arrow indicator above your teammate, and it's just telling you who, if you press L1, it'll switch to. So that was good. Plus pass block assistance. This is definitely what you want on. I wouldn't turn it off. You're just missing out on interceptions, really. The odd time it'll mess up because they'll miss the interception but do an animation and it might cost you, but 99% of the time it's way better to have this on, so definitely keep that on. Auto switching, I have air balls and loose balls. I'm pretty sure, yeah, so that's the intermediate. Yeah, you can't have anything else. So this literally means if the ball goes off the ground, it'll switch you for it. So auto is every time they pass, it'll switch unless the person they pass to, the person you're currently controlling, is still the closest. Otherwise it'll switch you. But it's just really annoying. Now manual is it's pretty decent to be fair, but when like stuff like corners and stuff, it becomes a huge pain. That's actually the main reason I have air balls, is for defending corners, because it'll auto switch you to the person they're aiming with the corner at. And it was more important last year for when crossing was really a thing. You could probably get away with manual this year, to be honest. Auto switching removes this. I used to actually have it on high. Now I have it none. I don't think it's really necessary this year, especially with AI kind of being nerfed. So last year AI was pretty good, so it would kind of be tracking it by itself anyway, so high was kind of good because it would just continue that motion. This year you want it on none because AI just don't really know what they're doing, so if you have it on high, when you switch you won't be able to do anything for a second, so it'll have the illusion of extra delay, which is the last thing you want. So with none you'll instantly be able to take over control and start moving. Jockey assisted, you want assisted, it's the way to go. Manual is like, nah, we good. Assisted, it's OP, use assisted. Right stick switching, play relative. So this year they added ball relative. So that just means when you flick the right stick, it refers to where the ball is, rather than where your player is. But I don't know why you would switch to ball relative. It's been player relative every FIFA ever. It would only confuse you, so I wouldn't do that. Pass assistance and true ball assistance and shot assistance, always assisted. Cross assistance semi. I've never actually tried assisted, to be honest. Semi has just always been the move. I don't really cross anyway, so it's not a big deal. Once again this year, live pass assistant, always assisted as well. There's no need to make life harder on yourself. Save assistant only matters for pro clubs. Analog sprint is on, but doesn't really matter for me. So that's how much you kind of hold your analog over. So if you like slightly held it over, it would like half sprint. But then if you held it full, it'll full sprint. But I always like fully have my analog stick fully pressed, so it doesn't really matter. Then you have to use tactical defending in foot, I'm pretty sure. which is just standard. And then pass receive lock has been a big thing people have talked about this year. So I use late because, so what it is when you press A to pass, if you have early, when you aim the pass to your player, it'll pass it to them, and that's it. Even though, and you can freely move your left stick after you press the button, and it won't change your pass. Whereas late, it'll be where you're aiming like the second before the player actually physically touches the ball to make the pass. So I like late because first of all, it's always been on late, but second of all, if like you were gonna pass it to like this guy, but then you see he's getting marked by the time you've passed the ball because, you know, it could take an extra touch with the player delay or whatever. But this guy over here now is free. You still have time to readjust your pass and pass it to this guy and actually get the free pass. Whereas if you're on early, you've committed to that pass, it's now marked, you're screwed, you lost the ball. Then attack and defense. Personally, I just use the defaults. Just always had, it's just easiest. I know a lot of people swap on defense. They swap contain with teammate contain. I don't. So yeah, it's just normal settings. I'm sure people aren't too interested in that stuff. And then where is it? Game settings. Yeah, so camera settings. So I use default. A lot of people don't use default. Co-op and telebroadcast, I believe, are the most popular. And I have everything on 10. So the reason I like default is you can see the whole pitch, like top to bottom, not lengthways, but top to bottom at once. Which is just handy for like switching the ball between fullbacks if you need to, or like seeing if there's like extra space on the other side of the pitch. You don't just see the section you're at. Negative of that is dribbling is slightly harder because it's not as focused, it's not as zoomed in, so dribbling can be harder. But I've always preferred default, so that's what I currently play with. So a lot of people ask me that because nobody else really plays it, so they see like one of my videos and they're like, what camera angle is that? So let's just clear it up basically, and these are all on 10, just so you see that. I don't think any of these matter if I recall correctly. There's all the defaults, blah blah blah. Yeah, that's pretty much all my stuff done. Short enough video. Hope that kind of explained some of my settings, why I use some of them. But yeah, anyways, make sure to drop a like, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you guys next time.